Missouri Lieutenant Governor Peter Kinder is actually calling for the Missouri Attorney General to reinvestigate the case involving a 15-year-old girl who was allegedly raped in Missouri. Now, this girl was allegedly raped by she was 14 when she was allegedly raped. She's 15 years old now, but when she was 14, a football player that was 17 years old apparently got her drunk and then proceeded to rape her, and then there was another boy involved who raped her 13-year-old friend at the time. Now, they decided to randomly drop charges, felony charges, against these two boys, even though they had a significant amount of evidence, including a videotape showing the action happening. And the reason why people are alleging that they're dropping this case is because it turns out that the main boy involved in this, someone by the name of Barnett, has ties to a 4-term state representative in Missouri.
So here's a couple of really interesting aspects of the story. Now, the one that was 13 years old that we hadn't heard from before, Paige Parkhurst, has come forward. And she said, look, I want to tell the story because I feel like we've been getting pummeled locally. And she said, she went out of her way to say, hey, don't judge everybody in that town. And don't take action against everybody in that town. There's a lot of good, kind people in that town. But, you know, obviously we were on the wrong end of this, and we didn't know why we were getting attacked like this. But now that I have backup, now that I feel support from across the country, partly because Anonymous got involved and really highlighted the case, she said, I've got enough courage to come forward so this doesn't happen to other people. And she tells a really convincing, compelling story. Let me put it that way, right? So you can tell that she's not like a PRP person didn't write this for her, because she says, look, we started drinking before we even went over. She's honest about that, okay? And she says, we went over there and then they separated us, and then I got sexually assaulted, and then she explains how they dumped her friend's body in the front lawn.
Right, and the girl is Daisy Coleman. The girl that was raped, the 14-year-old is Daisy Coleman, and her friend
the 13-year-old is Paige Parkhurst.
Yes.
Okay, so Paige is explaining all this now. She's coming out for the first time. But to me, what she said was really telling, because in the middle she says, look, we're telling the prosecutors this stuff, and then all of a sudden they kind of split me and Daisy up, and they started saying, oh, Daisy's throwing you under the bus. Oh, she's saying this didn't happen that way. And then meanwhile, I found out later that they were telling Daisy, oh, yeah, Paige is throwing you under the bus. And she said they were trying to set us against each other. Yeah. Now, that's a classic move by cops and prosecutors on criminals, where they say, oh, you better turn him in first, you know? Oh, he's selling you out as we speak. But these are the victims.
Yep.
So why would they do that to the victims?
Because they want to avoid prosecuting this boy who is related to a 4-term state representative. I think the case is clear. And let's keep it real. This rape happened last year. It happened in January of 2012. There wasn't going to be any action until there was a local news outlet that reported on this. They did a 4,000-word report on it, and it was a very, very good expose on what was going on. And all of a sudden, Anonymous finds out about it. All of a sudden, there's national outrage. And now this story has become this big thing, to the point where you have the Missouri Lieutenant Governor, Peter Kinder, coming out saying, okay, maybe we should investigate this again and figure out what's really going on.
In fact, he's outraged, and he says, I'm disappointed that the Attorney General would wash his hands of the matter through a brief statement.
Yeah.
And he says, look, and give a lot of credit to the Kansas City Star here, who did that expose. And he said, looking at the case, we got to reopen this. We got to go to a different level here and convene a grand jury.
A few parts of his statement. I think that it was really powerful, and he came out strong. He says, since Sunday, I've read with growing dismay the media accounts of the Daisy Coleman case in Nottoway County. I make no claim to knowledge of all the facts. Still, facts revealed in exhaustive media reports, including the 4,000-word piece in the Kansas City Star, raise all kinds of questions that is now clear won't be put to rest. These questions will fester and taint the reputation of our state for delivering impartial justice to all. I am disappointed that the Attorney General would wash his hands of the matter through a brief statement by a spokesperson. The appalling facts in the public record shock the conscience and cry out that responsible authorities must take another look.
So bottom line is, both Anonymous and Kansas City Star, tremendous credit here for exposing what it appears would have been brushed under the rug. Now, look, they'll have to look into the case, see who's right. Doesn't mean, because we have these facts in the public record, that it's over. You still have to go through a system. You got to go to the grand jury. Then you got to go to a trial if that's what's warranted. And don't jump to conclusions if you're on the jury, et cetera. Hear all the evidence. But it appears from the facts that we have, it would have been brushed under. Now at least there's going to be a fair hearing about it, which is the only thing you could really ask for. So God bless them. And to me, the telling part was trying to turn the victims against one another.
Of
right?
course.
Like there's no reason you would do that if you were on the side of the victims rather than being on the side of the criminals.